Hello lovely people, I am here on one of my walks today, and I thought I would just come to you while I'm on my walk to connect and do my live this week. And of course it's a little breezy here where I am today. I think I just had a dragonfly bump into my forehead. So if you are here with me, please say hello and let me know that you are here. And I just thought I would get on here. I wasn't really sure what I was going to be talking about, but I thought it might be beneficial to actually hop on here and continue on my topic, because it's quite an extensive topic, toxic load. And last couple of days anyway, I've been talking about toxic load, and the other day that I was mentioning how the food industry, the fast food industry, can contribute to some of our toxic load. That is one element of it. So and of course I am here in a really lovely place, as you can see. I'm just gonna kind of pan around. If you are still with me, please say hello. But as I was saying, that the issue of toxic load is really quite extensive. So it's really more than, being able to sit and speak about it kind of in one brief moment. But I also wanted to stress that toxic load is not our fault or your fault, or the fact that you might be addicted to these foods, these fast foods, because as I stated in my previous live, that there's research that has gone into making those products addictive. So there's no blame here. It is not about shaming people who do go to those places. It is about bringing your awareness to that place where you know that at the end of the day there can always be a choice, and the fast food industry contributes to the addiction, which then can lead to chronic diseases, illnesses, and so on. And there are other contributors in our environment. I mentioned earlier in the week something to do with tap water. So one of my recordings was specific to tap water, so I won't go into too much detail here. If you want to know more about that, have a look at one of my earlier recordings, 3 tips to reduce toxic load that actually contributes to burnout. So tap water can be one of those things. Air pollution, right? So who controls air pollution? It's outside of most people's hands, because it's an environmental thing. Plastics, microplastics, heavy metals. Heavy metal contamination can be extensive and come from various different places, industries, and that can include things like tap water, for example. You can get a heavy metal contamination in tap water, but also in other areas like the smoking industry, fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, household products like paints and cleaning products, Cosmetics is another area where, you know, toxic load can be an issue because of some of the chemicals used in cosmetics and perfume making. Believe it or not, not even sure how some of these products end up on the shelf, because some of them are known carcinogens, and they are used by even high-end brands, high-end cosmetic brands, and they end up on the shelf. Things like personal hygiene products, very important also. So the list can go on, and really when we look at that, there's two areas here that's going on, two things. So one of them is that the environmental stuff, the environmental issues, you know, we have no control over that. So this is not, again, about guilt and shame, because I think we have enough of that already in society, right? So it's about awareness. It's about making the right choices where we can, right? So we can't stop the environment from, you know, the air pollution from continuing. We not individually anyway. Of course, you know, if you decide to take your non-motorized bike or go for a walk to get yourself around, then, you know, you're contributing slightly less pollution than, you know, somebody else. But I can appreciate that, you know, that might not be an option for everybody. But the things that we can have, you know, some control over, or that certainly we can control over, is what we buy, what we choose to buy or not buy. And we can choose to buy less toxic things. Yeah, we can choose not to buy toxic products, and we can choose to perhaps find more healthier alternatives, or less environmentally toxic alternatives. So let me know what you think about that. There's somebody here with me, so please do say hello. Does that come with any questions? You have any sort of questions around that topic? So yes, environmental issues, environmental stuff, we can't control. We even can't control the behavior of our neighbors, you know, and what they do with their cars and their lawns. Everybody has their own choice to make, but we can choose for ourselves. So if that is something that is an option, would you choose to look for products that are less toxic? And if so, how would you know that they are less toxic? So maybe if that's an interest of yours, message me in the comments below and let me know. Or even after the video has finished, you can certainly include your comments there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But for now, I'm enjoying this nice spot with wild birds and some dragonflies, one that flew right into my forehead, but you can hear in the background one of the blue jays. They have been very good to keep themselves hidden from me. I can hear them usually. They've got a very distinctive sound, and that's their sound there, but I don't very often get to see them fully, and they're beautiful white and different shades of blue. But anyway, we've got some sunshine going still, although it's a little chillier the last couple of days. It's been more comfortable to be out and about. So let me know if you've got any questions or concerns, and I shall be talking about next week. So I don't do my videos over the weekend. I like to give myself a break from that, but next week I shall be going slightly deeper, so deeper level of what toxic load can mean. And that is where the emotional stuff comes in. That is where some of the societal, generational issues can be brought up. So this week I've been basically on the surface level talking about toxic load, and really important to be aware of these things because it affects everyone. It affects everybody. So if you'd like to find out how toxic load might be impacting you, then in the link attached to this video I will have a little calendar, and you can book yourself in for a free, no obligation, one-to-one 30-minute call to find out how toxic load might be impacting your energy levels. Okay, I'm going to say bye for now.